All right, so we're in the town square of Banos. So as you can see, big sign, as well as there's a big church. It's quite nice. If you're gonna come here though, I do have some recommendations. Whatever you do, do not get a hostel up on the hill. What happens is, starting at 6, all the work trucks drive down and they kind of honk their horn the entire time to let people know, hey, I'm coming. Now, if you're sleeping on those streets, you're gonna be woken up at 6 to huge honking of the horn. And that's just something you should know. Definitely get in the town square. I've talked to a few people and they say, hey, like, I'm sleeping great. So just keep that in mind, kind of be in the center of town. It's to your advantage. So I'm at the thermal pools here in Banos, and this place is pretty much where the entire community gets together. It's packed. You have a few foreigners show up, but you're mostly looking at a local thing. There's pools everywhere, and it's $4 to get in nowadays, and you need a $1 cap. If you go to town, you can buy a cap for 50 cents, I heard. I just kind of bought it here because that's just what happened. But yeah, it's another cool spot to check out in Banos. Yeah, so when you are in Banos, you go up to the swings. You can take a 50-cent bus. It's probably gonna be a few minutes slower than if you paid for a $20 cab. I would recommend strongly taking that route. And I wouldn't really climb up here because after taking the bus, I realized how much climbing there is. I mean, you're in Ecuador, everything's a mountain. Pick and choose your battles. I wouldn't be climbing everywhere if you have other activities going on. So anyways, we're at the swing, and it's a nice little place. It's $1 to get in. So that's pretty sweet. So you pay like $1 to get up here, $1 to get in, and then word on the street is you pay $1 to the guy to push you. So it's $3. And you get to come to this cool place up on this mountain with these cool views. It's kind of raining right now, so you can't really see shit. But normally you would see mountains, and I did see them when I was lower, but it's the way she goes. Yeah, so it's always raining on and off here, but there's some pretty nice stuff here. Got some flowers. You got a little zip line you can kind of self-do things on. I'll get to that later, but it's a cute little place. You can kill maybe an hour here, but to kill 3 is kind of hard for the bus, I would suppose. We'll see what I get up to, but it is raining. They have some food up here too. It's decently priced, so that's decent. Cute little place in the mountains. Yeah, so when you come here, you don't really need to pay the guy to swing you. You can swing yourself because you're an adult, right? And life's all peachy. Tip him $1, he'll make you fly maybe twice as high. That being said, it's not a big difference. Definitely would be nicer with a view, but I mean, you're in the rainforest, I guess, or you're in the mountains. So it is what it is. Yeah. They also offer zip lining here, but it's self-zip lining, which is actually pretty cool. Keep yourself busy for a little bit. So we'll check that out. In a little bit, I'm just gonna have some fun here. All right, so they have kind of a self-zip lining setup here, so we're gonna check that out. It's my first time, pretty excited. Here we go. Let's give her. Whoa, holy shit. Oh, we're going back. Yeah. It's pretty jokes. Like, how do you... Oh, I see. You gotta like jump off kind of in the middle. So I can do that as much as I want. That's actually pretty fun. Yeah, so $1 to get up and down, $1 to get in, and you're stuck here for 3 hours because the bus comes back in 3 hours, but you get to do this all day long. Well, you can do it for like 3 hours. Oh, Jesus. The tire catches you, man. So yeah, take a bus up here. It's actually half decent. I'd recommend it. I'm actually just taking a video note of this because looking at this setup, I don't understand why no one would do this in North America. It's pretty easy, simple. You don't need anything special. And you could pretty much just fly through the air alone. Or you could theoretically in North America, I know everyone's trying to sue everybody, but like just to have an attendant, this would be like the cheapest and most profitable tourist attraction. So like, look at this setup. You got the little rope, launch pad, attached to the cable, and then you have a very low to the ground. Like it's probably 10 feet, maybe 5 feet lower over there. And you see me fly through there, like that's a hoot. So I mean, this is a pretty cool cool idea. It's a cool thing to see, especially with the swings too. To just have a swing step that's a little bit high like that, people love that. And I paid $1 to do that here, but in other places in the world you could probably charge 10 to 20. And that's what I have to say about that. So I forgot to mention, I actually found cigars. I managed to pick up these things for at a deal, maybe 70 cents, 60 cents. Little Puros Consul. And as you can see, as per the warning, don't smoke around children because they'll find it smelly. Which I find funny, as you know, you travel, the warnings are a lot more aggressive than that. Anyways, tastes really good for the price. I'm not used to it, but that's some actually quality stuff, and it's really good. I would recommend it. I paid $15 American for 25. So Consul Puros from Colombia, here in Ecuador. I'm happy. Hey, little bird. He was bathing. I really like these cigars. They have like a nice chocolate flavor to them. Oh man. Not to mention the beer here is actually kind of okay. You can get a huge bottle for about $2 American. And they'll usually sell at the bar for about the same price, maybe 30 to 60 cent premium on beer. Unlike North America and Europe, where they're gouging you to death, here they just charge a small premium, and away you go. It's nice up here. Wish you could see the mountains though. They're quite nice, and there is no clouds. So I definitely recommend coming up here. All right, so you can climb up here to Casa Arbol. I don't know, it's up here, but I wouldn't recommend it, and here's why. If it's not raining the day you're coming up there, it rained the day before. The forecast here is pretty much permanently on rain, at least in December from what I can notice. So I found a little bit of a trail. I'm gonna show it to you. And the guy told me it's an hour and a half to walk down. So I can only imagine it's about, you know, like 2.5, 3.5 to walk up. And it's gonna be soaked. So I mean, I would definitely pay 50 cents to go up one way, 50 cents back to go down. It's 3 hours to hang out up here. Bring some cigars, chill out. Definitely a good place for the kids and the family. And I found this little nook. I suppose you could have a bonfire. And that's what I recommend on that one. Just for context, this is what you would normally look at if there was no clouds. I mean, you'll see it the entire time you're here, but it definitely adds to the experience if there's a view and not clouds.